Hi sewist and aspiring sewist, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Doyen, and in this video I'm going to be teaching you how to make this jacket you're seeing on your screen. So if this looks like what you're interested in, then you want to keep watching this video to the end. To begin with, you're going to be needing a streetwear cotton fabric for this particular style, and you're going to be needing about 2 yards to achieve this particular design. Also, this is the standard measurement I'm going to be working with. This is an extra large size. So the first thing I did here was to fold my fabric into two, and then I made a fold for my button allowance. So this fold is going to be on an allowance of about 2 inches, which is what you can see me measure on your screen right here. So once you're done with that, the next thing you want to do here is to take your length measurement. I'm trying to actually manage the fabric I'm using, and that's why you can be seeing some manipulation later on in the video. So the next step here is to measure my upper body. So for my upper bodies, I'm going to go by measuring 8.5 inches. And this is as a result of me adding my seam allowance and all of that. So by the time I'm going to be done joining and all of that, we should be left with about 7.5 or 7 inches thereabouts, which is okay for my upper bodies. So for the upper bodies width, I'm going to be measuring 12 inches, which is also as a result of my body measurements and all of that. I actually do not need up to that, but I just have to just measure that so that I can just have something to cut out. So once I'm done with that, the next thing you want to do here is to pin it together with the remaining part of your bodice, which is what you can see me do right here. So I'm just going to be adding a pin to this to fold in my seam allowance. So my seam allowance is going to be about 0.5 on this part. So I'm just going to pin down my allowance of about 0.5. So after that, this is what it looks like. So I'm just going to go ahead to measure what is left on the upper body. So by the time I go to measuring that, we should have something of about 7.5, 7.7. Yeah, what we have is about 7.5. So by the time I'm going to be joining the shoulder line, we should be left with about 7 inches for the upper bodies. So I'm going to also fold in my button allowance, which is what you can see measured as 2 inches here. So now we already have what we want for our major bodies. So the next thing here will be to measure the full length of our jacket. So my measurement book, the full length of this jacket is 30 inches. So I'm just going to add my seam allowance, which is 1.5 inches. So what I'm going to be measuring as the overall length would be 31.5 inches. So away from my body measurements, I'm going to take out my button allowance, which is 1 inch. So on this part of my fabric here, I'm going to take out 1 inch on different angles of my jacket, just as you can see me do on your screen. So this is going to serve as my button allowance. On the top side here, I reduced my allowance to 0.75. So I'm just going to go ahead to measure my shoulder line. So while doing that, I'm going to exclude that allowance. The shoulder measurement for this is 20 inches. 20 inches divided by 2 is 10 inches. So I went ahead to mark 10 inches. Then for my neckline measurement, my neckline width, I measured it as 2.5 inches. While for the depth, I came down by 2.5 inches as well. Again, you can decide to modify your neckline depth depending on how chubby you are. So once I'm done marking out this point, I'm just going to go ahead to use my French curve to mark a curved line around my neckline, which is what you can see me do on your screen. So once I'm done with that, then the next thing I want to do is to come towards this point of my shoulder line. From this point, I'm going to come down by 1 inch and clamp the line towards my neckline, just as illustrated in this video. Then from that point, I'm going to mark my armhole. So from that point downward, I'm going to mark my armhole as 9 inches. So after that, the next thing to do is to measure your shoulder line around your chest line area. So my chest line area is around this point here. Then I'm just going to go ahead to measure 10 inches, which is my shoulder measurement. So I'm just going to connect these lines together to form a line for my armhole, just as you can see on your screen. So the next thing you want to do is to form a midpoint for your armhole, which is 4.5. Then I came in again by 0.5. Then I came in here and came out here by about 0.75. Then I connected these lines together, just as you can see on your screen. So I'm just going to connect according to what is marked on my armhole area, and this is what we have. So the next thing we want to do is to measure my body measurement. On my measurement book, my body is measured as 48 inches. 48 inches divided by 4 is 12 inches. So I added half inch seam allowance. That's 12.5. Then I'm going to make sure that I exclude the button allowance while doing this. So while measuring my 12.5 inches, I am excluding the button allowance. Please kindly take note of that. So I'm just going to do this on different angles, just as you can see, and connect my lines together, just as you can see me do on your screen. So once I'm done with that, the next thing is to cut out what we have here. Next after that is my back body. So I'm just going to place my fabric on a fold, then measure my body measurement divided by 4, which is 12 inches, including the same 12.5 inches, including seam allowance. So once I'm done with that, I'm going to position the front bodies on the back bodies, just as you can see me do right here. So while at it, I'm going to make sure that I take out my button allowance, because we're not going to be needing that allowance on the back body. So I'm going to take that out and make sure that the other end of my fabric is equal to what is left, just as you can see on your screen. So on the shoulder line here, I'm going to be extending the shoulder line of my back bodice by about 1.5 inches. That is why I left out an allowance on this top side. So I'm just going to position my ruler here, making it form a slant or a sloping line. So away from my front bodice, I'm going to measure 1.5 inches. You can start to measure 1.5 inches or 1 inch away from your front shoulder line. So once I'm done with that, I'm going to mark a line across, just as you can see me do right here. Then I'm going to retain the same neckline measurement, which is 2.5 inches. And while doing that, mind you, I'm going to take out the button allowance, which is 0.75 at the top side. Then come down again by 1 inch for my neckline depth. Also merge this line together. So on this neckline, I'm going to just form a curve around here, just as you can see. Then I'm just going to cut out what we have here. So the only thing that makes back bodies different from the front bodies is the button allowance we took out, and the extension of the shoulder line, and also the neckline depth.
Hello, I'm super excited to announce to you that our online courses are now available. So if you are interested in learning more about streetwears, you want to know how to make t-shirts, joggers, hoodies, varsity jacket, tracksuits, sweatpants, cargo pants, and so many more, these courses are made for you. The courses are displayed on your screen. So if you are interested in registering for any of these courses, then you want to just click on the link underneath this video to register for these courses. And guys, guess what? These courses are well detailed. You're going to be learning how to identify fabrics, how to matchmake fabrics, size charts, measurements, and the like, depending on the course you are actually subscribing for. So you don't want to miss out on this opportunity. So kindly click on the link in my bio. Kindly click on the link in the description to actually register for this class. Bye.
Next thing here is my sleeve measurement. So my measurement book, my sleeve length is 26 inches. So I'm going to subtract 2 inches from 26 inches, and what I'm going to measure here will be 24.5 inches, which also includes my seam allowance. So you can see that we have this on a double fold, which means we are cutting out 2 sleeves. Then for my sleeve circumference, I have 10 inches measured here, which was as a result of me adding 1 inch to my armhole measurement, which was measured as 9 inches. Then I came down from this top point by 3.5. Then from that 3.5, I came down again by 1.5. So on this second point here, I'm going to measure my round sleeve measurement. My round sleeve is 16 inches. Then I added 1 inch allowance, so I'm measuring 9 inches here. Then for my down sleeve here, on my measurement book, my down sleeve is about 6 inches. Then I just added half inch seam allowance to this. So what I have measured there is 6.5 inches. So basically, I'm just going to connect this down sleeve towards my round sleeve. So once I'm done connecting the lines together, the next thing is to form a curve at the top side of my sleeve, just as you can see me do on your screen. Then I'm going to just cut out what we have here. So the next thing you want to do here is to measure what you have on your down sleeve. I remember we measured 6.5 inches. So I'm going to take out another fabric, and I'm going to be working with the measurements I took out from the down sleeve. So remember I told you earlier that I am trying to manage the fabric I am working with. So what I have measured here is about 5 inches, not up to 5 inches, but it's about 5 inches. And by the time I'm going to be joining this, what we'll be having left will be about 2 inches if I don't take in too much. I hope you understand. So I'm just going to place this on a fold, and I'm going to measure what we have on my down sleeve. So I'm just going to stretch this a bit, and what we have is exactly 7 inches. So I'm going to repeat that same measurement on this fabric here, 7 inches, and I'm going to cut it out. So on this other hand, I'm going to open it up so we can have 2 pieces of this. So basically I'm going to be folding this round the down sleeve just as illustrated in this video. So for the flaps around the chest line, I'm going to be working with 3 inches length and 5 inches width for the flap. So once you're done with that, you're going to fold the flap like this. Then on this other hand, you're going to come in by 1 inch, then slant it towards the center point, just as you can see me do right here. So once I'm done marking that point, I'm just going to cut out what we have, and this is what it looks like. So I'm also going to repeat the same thing on this other fabric here, following the shape of what I already drafted. And mind you, while doing all of this, make sure that you are following the rule of Streetwears. The width of your fabric should be the stretchy part, while the length should be the non-stretchy part. I hope you understand. So we have 4 pieces of that flap now, and I'm just going to go ahead to also cut out the neckline of my front bodice here and couple everything together. So my fellow sewists, in the next tutorial video, I'm going to be taking you through the sewing process on how to achieve this jacket. So please kindly stay tuned, turn on the notification bell so you can get notified when I drop the video. And if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please kindly subscribe, like this particular video, and share to your loved ones.